So today we're going to talk about, I know why you don't want to do group coaching, and these objections are the most common reasons I hear. Number one, it is too embarrassing for me to admit what's really going on in my home. If it feels embarrassing for you to admit something, right, you're feeling isolated, you're feeling like you're the only person with this struggle, with this challenge, then that is exactly why talking about it in a group would be tremendously liberating, right? That sense of isolation, that you are the only person who has this struggle, would be just blown out of the water, right? So if you identify with this, that you couldn't possibly admit what's going on, it's too embarrassing, this is exactly why being in a group setting of supportive, non-judgmental people would blow this belief out of the water. Number two, what if I share what's going on and no one can relate to my struggle? All right. In your parenting, are you sometimes feeling frustrated, worried, angry, hurt, disappointed, any of these emotions? If you are, guess what? Those are universal feelings, and I guarantee you that everyone in this totally supportive group will be able to relate to them, okay? You are totally normal. Reason number three, I'm doing a bad job. I couldn't possibly admit that publicly. It would feel so much worse than just kind of privately believing that I'm doing a bad job. Okay, if you identify with this belief, guess what? Being able to talk about it in this totally supportive environment will be tremendously healing. You will feel so much better afterwards. Okay, I want you to kind of imagine this. Are your children learning new things? Are they growing? Are your children sometimes making mistakes as they're learning? If you answered yes to these, guess what? They're doing what you're doing as a parent, right? They're growing and learning. Imagine what a powerful role model it is for you as a parent to be able to model that you also are growing and learning and making mistakes, and to admit to your children that you're also, sometimes imperfect. What is this life skill? It's called resiliency, right? It's this idea that we fall down and make mistakes, and we get back up with love, and we don't beat ourselves up, and we move on and model, taking the next step forward. Okay, you are not doing a bad job as a parent. You're learning and growing, just like your kids are. All right, reason number four. My kids' challenges are too severe that other people are not possibly going to relate to them. I'm just going to feel worse when I share this with other people. Okay, so I hear lots of variations on this, right? You are enmeshed in your child and your challenges, and I have the 30,000 foot view of it, okay? So what I see is that sometimes your kid doesn't listen to you. Sometimes your kid does things that you wish they wouldn't do. Sometimes there are things you wish they would do and they don't do them, right? These are actually universal challenges. I promise you, everyone has a variation on these. You are normal, your kid is normal. These are the same challenges that everyone has. So in fact, other people will relate. All right, number five, in a group program, I won't get the same individual attention. Okay, so we all have blind spots to ourselves and our behaviors and our parenting. Okay, the eye has an actual blind spot where the optic nerve is in the back of the eye. So what happens is we get incomplete information and our brain fills in the details. Okay, we do this with parenting too, right? We don't have all the information. We fill it in with stories, stories we tell about ourselves and our kids. And we can't see our own blind spots. That's how the brain works. The brain fills in the details. When you watch another parent get coached on a challenge, you are able to see all these blind spots of yourself that you couldn't see in your own journey, but you can see them from someone else's journey. It is so powerful to see that, to be witness to that. In fact, you get these powerful transformations from watching other people's journey as well. All right, number 6, I can't do group coaching because I don't have time. All right, I want to ask you, how much time do you feel badly about things in your parenting, or you're worried about your kid, or you are arguing or fighting or wishing things would improve, right? Is it a lot of the day? Is it all day? What if an hour a week could transform that? What if you could get all that time back that you're ruminating or worrying or feeling badly? What if you could get all that time back by investing an hour a week? I bet it would be worth the time. Yeah, it would, right? All right, excuse me. And then the final reason I can't do group coaching is I don't have the money for it, okay? So when I would ask you, what would be the value to you and your child if you had this trusting, close, connected relationship for the rest of your life? What would be the value if your child didn't need therapy to deal with your relationship? What would be the value if you were able to support your kid in exactly the way they needed so that they reach their full potential? There are so many ways that this work can pay off, that the money that you invest in it is so worth the long-term payoff. All right. So I have group coaching starting soon, 2 different groups, one for parents who identify as being sensitive, and another group for parents whose children are sensitive. There's often a lot of overlap. A lot of sensitive parents also have sensitive kids, vice versa. But if these resonate for you, group coaching could be the most powerful, most amazing thing you do for yourself and your family. All right, talk soon. Just reach out and let me know.